Good morning, welcome to Heartland Dual Sport. As many of you know, a lot of times we'll do tips, for this or that, but this is just some kind of little bit of information for you guys. And I don't know if you can see this firewood behind me, and what I'll do is I'll come over and I'll grab the camera here in a second so I can bring it in and zoom it in. But if you'll look here, you got the different rings in the tree, and that tells you got the different rings in the tree, and that tells you a lot of different things. A lot of times when you have the bigger, wider bands, that tells you it's probably a wet season or a wetter year than the year before. And then your thin lines, there's not going to be as much growth if there's not as much water. So a lot of times when you're aging a tree, they'll actually go in and they'll count the rings, and there's a mathematical formula that I don't know, but what I am going to do is I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer so that you can see the different sized rings that I'm talking about. And here's what I'm talking about. You can kind of see you've got this darker center, and then you've got some of these dark rings here, and then the light rings and the dark rings and the light rings. And anytime you can see some of these thicker ones like this right here, it more than likely was a wetter year that year, just simply because there was more growth that year. But there is some other interesting markings I'm going to show you real quick. And guys, if you look right here, here's a real good mark right here. See how thick this one ring is there? I mean, that's just really shows a lot of growth that particular year. And then if you're wondering what these marks are here, those are actually burn marks from the chainsaw when I was cutting it. It's an older chainsaw. But let's look at this tree right here. If you look at these burn, well, I'll be dang. Heartland Dual Sport burned into the tree. What's the odds of that? Now that's a good chainsaw.